If you had 10 million dirhams to invest in Dubai, would you actually know where to put it? Because most people don't. You see a lot of brokers just recommending the same product to everyone because it's quick, it's in trend, and they know how to sell it, right? But that kind of advice can cost you millions in missed growth and opportunities. Now, I've helped investors from over 15 countries deploy more than 355 million dirhams across Dubai and beyond. But one thing I want to say is there is no one-size-fits-all strategy. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I would approach it and how to get the highest returns without taking the unnecessary risks, and how to ease off the uncertainty as an investor looking to invest for the first time in Dubai. But before we get into any of the details, if you do want to stay ahead of projects, I do offer a free WhatsApp broadcast below. All that you have to do is fill out your details, and every single week I'll be sharing opportunities so you don't miss anything. You see, most people believe there is a single best way to invest in property, right? One property that works for everyone. And this idea isn't oversimplified, it's what lazy brokers they use it for quick sales. You see, real investing, it doesn't work like that, right? The right approach depends entirely on your goals. And if you skip that, even the best deal, it can turn into the wrong investment. The thing is, most people start with the wrong question. They always say, should I buy a villa or apartment, or should I buy off-plan, or should I buy ready? Is one oversaturated? Is one the best thing to buy in the market? And the real question is, what do you want to achieve with this 10 million dirhams? You see, I work with clients, just like the one from the UK, who work in the football industry, and they know they've got a short career window. And they'll say to me, Joe, listen, I want to build a retirement fund. You know, I've got a couple of £1 million coming in and money that I've got now, but in the future, I'd like maybe 15 or 20,000 pounds a month to live off. And Dubai's market gives you all of the options, you know, pre-development buys for appreciation, like the off-plan, renovations, which I'm sure you've seen me do for, you know, increased equity, or strong rental income. But before we choose the route, we need to figure out what the destination is. So let's say you've got 10 million dirhams, which is around £2 million, right? Liquid, ready to go. Here is how I would deploy it. And step one is first allocate it to incredible developments with good payment plans. What a lot of investors get wrong is that they put all their cash down up front and they spread it over multiple off-plan properties. And this locks up your liquidity and it stops you from taking on other opportunities. You know, imagine taking on 3 opportunities off-plan, but they're already in 4 years. It's a little bit of a problem because we've got developments, you know, like I mentioned on some of my videos, like Hudaria Island on a 40-60 payment plan, which is 40% during construction and around 10 to 15% only per year. Okay, so imagine that's the only capital that you have to allocate over the next 3 years for an incredible villa. And then we may allocate, let's say, 3 to 4 million dirhams on that, or 5 million dirhams on that. And then we've got the remaining cash, which is what we can use for other plays, renovations, you know, cash flow assets, Airbnb strategies. Okay, and then we've got step 2, which is we leverage the finance. Now, listen, some investors, which I get, want to stay all cash, and that's fine. And we have, you know, ways that we can build around that. But if you're open to finance, you can multiply, you know, your deals. So I've structured deals where we use 50 to 70% bank finance on ready villas, duplexes, penthouses. We renovate them for healthy profits. All the while, your off-plan is quietly appreciating in the background. So one of my current clients, he's bought a Hudaria Island villa on a 40-60 payment plan, and the villa's ready in 2028. So that means over the next 3 years, we've got time to do 2 or 3 renovations with the rest of his capital. Now, each flip adds his profit without touching the funds, okay, towards the off-plan payments. The step 3 is building cash flow for short-term rentals. Because a lot of people dismiss Airbnb rentals, they think it's too much work or maybe it's not working in Dubai, but with the right fit out and management, we've boosted the potential for yields to make it very attractive. And by allocating part of that portfolio to short-term rentals in prime areas, downtown, business bay, DIFC, you create a reliable tax-free income stream that balances your growth. And the secret is just using the right professionals who can manage with top-tier presentation and use the right company to help fit it out. And again, this is something we help all of our clients with. And if you're sitting on capital and you want a personalized plan for your portfolio, let's book a one-on-one call and map it out. So that's the framework I would use if we're starting with 10 million dirhams. We pick the right strategy, we outline the goal, and we reverse engineer the entire operation and work out where our cash is best deployed to build our assets. But here's the thing, knowing the framework is only one thing. Actually doing it, especially if you're not based in the UAE, is where most investors get stuck, overwhelmed, and confused. And in the next video, I break down the step-by-step process for investing in Dubai real estate as a non-resident. Click here to watch that now. See you in the next video.